We need like a theme song. Hey guys, it's Kym and Alli
from The Amazing Race
Adventures Extraordinaire. We've traveled all over the world.
We need 2 tickets to London. Dove sono I tassi?
Last summer, we did an entire 360 lap of the globe. We went to Australia. We
went to Fiji. We went skydiving in Fiji.
We've ridden our bikes everywhere. We had some people ask us, how do you guys travel on a budget?
Because we both know that neither one of us are rich. We didn't win the race and we just work normal jobs.
We're not like rich and fabulous. We are fabulous, but we are not rich.
Yeah.
We are fabulous. And now Alli and I are here to give you our top 10 tips on how to travel on a budget. Cha-ching! So, you want an adventure, you want to go somewhere, you want to travel, you want to see the world.
All the fun things, but you don't have a lot of dough.
Yeah. Our first tip is to research and book your flight well in advance. And the rumor has it is that if you book your flight on Tuesdays, you get a lot cheaper airfare on those days. I use Kayak, which is a search engine that you can put an alert. So like, let's say I want to go to Texas in the month of June. I can put an alert on the dates I'm looking for and it'll send me an email every day if the price changes, if it goes up, if it goes down.
And the cool thing is that you don't have to look at all the search engines out there because we all know that it is overwhelming.
If you plan on doing lots of future traveling and fun adventures, frequent flyer miles. Alli's the queen of this. She keeps track of hers. Keep track of yours and make sure you always log it in when you do it.
She tries to keep track of hers.
I'm a hot mess.
Find an airline that you like. Find an airline that is going to offer you incentives and stick with it.
Yeah. Tip number 2, bring a bike. If you know the weather's gonna be nice, bring some way to get around that's free. So this is our bike bag. You see it's kind of big. You do have to check this. You can't get it like as carry-on, duh. But you will check this, and on some international flights, it's free. And on domestic flights, if you're lucky and you break it down small enough, we never pay for our bags. So check your airline's regulations for what counts as checked bag, and then you just fit it under that size and you're so golden.
There's no other way to see a city. It's the way to see the uniqueness of a city and really get to see it on a level of local, which is, in my opinion, the best way to see things.
Tip number 3, food hoarding. When you're on a flight and they serve you a meal and you don't finish it, you keep parts of it. If there's like crackers or a brownie or whatever, that stuff goes in my bag for later. Our favorite snacks to pack?
Number 1, almonds and hard-boiled eggs. Those are my 2 favorites.
Once I packed Brussels sprouts on a flight, don't do that. Terrible idea. Tip number 4, luggage. We don't check bags.
We either bring a really large backpack or a small carry-on. And listen, I'm the prissy one. I like to bring my jewelry and perfume. Hey, I managed to get it all in my bag. She's like, you pack too much.
Listen, the rule is she can bring whatever she wants as long as it fits in the backpack. If you can't fit it in one bag, you probably don't need it. One bag, that's all you get. Done. Tip number 5. Don't buy anything in the airport.
So expensive.
This goes along with tip number 1, planning ahead. And we got these for our trip. We got these amazing deflatable travel pillows. Buying this in the airport would cost you probably 40 bucks. We got this on Amazon for 11. That's a great fascinator you have on, Lavi. Tip number 6. You ain't too cute for the bus and the train.
If you don't have a bike usually and you really want to save a buck, take the train because it's probably gonna get you there quicker. You'll probably get to see another part of the city that you would never otherwise see.
If you see us in Copenhagen, on the Amazing Race last season, in Copenhagen, we took the subway because we did our research, we found out where we had to go, and we had time. We were like, there's a train station, we don't have to rush there. And you know what? Everybody else ran out of money. We took the train. Guess who didn't run out of money? Ding, us.
Oh my god, great.
Thank you.
So helpful.
Tip number 7.
If you want to know cool things to do, but maps cost a lot of money. You can stop in some of the nicest hotels, talk to the concierge. It doesn't matter if you're staying there They're working and they will give you information just like they would give it to the next person. So if you want to know something cool to do, walk in, ask them, ask for a map. Usually there's little handouts or pamphlets of local things to do that are usually pretty cool.
Free.
Yeah, the pamphlets are free, the maps are free, so take advantage of them.
Use hotels as information booths.
Whether or not you're staying there or not, because they don't know.
That brings us to tip number
8. Use hotels for what they're good for. Information, bathrooms, money exchange, not staying there. There's a really awesome company called Airbnb. It's airbnb.com. You can follow it down there in the description if you've never heard of it.
It's a user-based source for booking a place to stay, and the users, people who've stayed there, will tell you what they thought of it. We saved a lot of money staying in Airbnbs in Australia. Allie found a bunch of cute ones.
Yeah.
And ours had like a rooftop pool, and it was somebody's apartment, you know, that
we
person
barbecued and hung out.
Check out Craigslist vacation rentals, check out, you know, crowdsource. Even posting on Facebook is always a great option. You know, ask around, plan your trip, and stay away from hotels, because staying with locals is always more fun. And they show you a better time, and you get more of a taste of the neighborhood and the place you are in.
I was getting so dizzy, I thought I was gonna pass out.
Tip number 9. If you're staying at a hotel, you can't cook your own food, but if you're staying at an apartment or someone's house, you can make your own meals and pack them up to go with you. And then you don't have to waste time sitting around at restaurants, and you can save your money for the really good ones that you've heard about and want to try.
Allie and I always splurge on like one really good meal, because I'm not saying don't eat out, because duh, when you're traveling you want to eat out. What I am saying is that you don't need to eat out every single meal. If you were to do that in your own city,
oh my God,
you would have probably 2 shitty meals a day and 1 good meal, and you would spend so
fortune.
Yeah, you can buy this stuff at a grocery store wherever you go and make yourself a meal for 2 or 4 people on very little money.
Non-GMO certified gluten-free organic quinoa super grain pasta.
That's some yuppie pasta, right?
We're not from LA or anything.
Last tip number 10. Travel sizes of everything. Whenever we did stay in hotels on The Amazing Race, we ganked a bunch of these babies. And if you know anybody, like if your dad goes on conferences, tell him to bring home like shampoo bottles. If you know anyone that stays in hotels, snag these. And if you don't, all you need to do is get your hands on one and reuse it over and over again. I don't even know how many years I've had this. I bought it once and I just refill it from my main bottle of Listerine. So mouthwash to go. And then because we travel so much, we have our med baggie. That this is like all the most commonly used like cold meds and vitamins and stuff. Label everything, of course, because you don't want to be taking the Tylenol PM in the morning. That's it. That's it for our travel tips, traveling on a budget.
And if you guys have any more, ask us, because we're usually pretty good at finagling things. We've gotten to be little pros at it. So,
comment time! Leave in the comment section below your best travel tips, and then if you haven't traveled much, leave where you want to travel to, because this can be your wish list and your to-do list all at once.
Yep.
That's it from us for this week, guys. I'm Kim.
I'm Allie.
You can find us on social media, everywhere. Boom, 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 boom. All the links are right here. Just, and remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel.
Yay!